eBay has urged its almost 150 million users to change their passwords after hackers broke into its database. The online auction house says the attack happened in late February and early March, but was only detected 2 weeks ago. It says hackers took customers' email and home addresses, phone numbers, birth dates and other personal information. Josh Taylor from the technology news website ZDNet has more.
I think it's a major concern for them. I think that they immediately need to go change their password, and then I think eBay has a fair few questions to answer about exactly what information's been taken and what they're going to do to prevent it happening in the future.
Any evidence that money has been taken from people's accounts, or is this more about identity?
This is much more about identity. They said that no financial information has been compromised, not only from eBay but also their payment subsidiary PayPal. So I think it's just basically your name, your email address, your street address, and your date of birth that are the big concerns. Passwords were encrypted, but everyone's changing their passwords now.
Given that this hacking happened though at the end of February and early March, and it's just been detected some 2 weeks ago, where could that information now have gone?
It could be anywhere. That's one of the things that people have to be concerned about, because it's been a couple of months, and eBay only themselves detected it a couple of weeks ago. So it could be there's no telling until we actually see people's identities being used maliciously that we actually know that they've been able to obtain these credentials.
And there's no question that this is eBay's fault, because it did have a reputation of being a very secure site.
Yeah, so what the people who accessed it obtained, they obtained the login credentials from employees of eBay, and then from there they were able to access eBay's own company network, and from there they were able to access the customer database. So while eBay is not directly responsible, they do have a responsibility for making sure that their employees, as well as their customers, have secure access to the network and it can't be compromised.
So is it up to both the company, in this case eBay, to take measures, and also users of the site to take measures to stop this happening?
Well, the only immediate control that users have over what information is being leaked out there is their passwords, and the eBay is going out there and telling people to change their passwords. But I guess there's the broader question of eBay is responsible for keeping all this personal information secure, but they've failed in this instance. I think a lot of people are going to be questioning what information they should be actually handing over to these companies in the future. Yeah,
well, eBay is such a huge company with an enormous number of users. It's going to compromise that trust that people have when they give personal information. The knock-on effects are going to be big.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's something that people are going to have to question themselves a lot as well. How much information are you willing to hand over to these sorts of companies if you want to be able to participate in e-commerce or just access the website, things like that? I think that's something that people everywhere are going to be thinking about in the future. Does
this have to evolve, passwords and people coming up with a new password, the best way to protect against very sophisticated hackers?
Yeah, I think that you're going to see a lot more, at least passwords themselves are becoming less and less reliable as a single form of access and security for websites. I think you're going to see a lot more two-factor authentication, which means that instead of just having your password, you also have a unique login that you're provided via SMS or some other form of access that is unique, it's one time only, and it provides just that, makes it that much harder to actually access maliciously.